Myredn.
As quoted by Dr. Phil Venditti, PhD, author of the book entitled Building Business Success. He wanted students to produce portfolios for two reasons. First reason, and I quote, the process provides them all with endless records of what they did and what they learned in our study together. And second, it offers prospective employers tangible evidence of what the students' skills and aptitudes as communicators. Well, today I'm sharing 3 events from my portfolio that have changed my life for the better. And the first was going to the state board's meeting. The second was protests at the Capitol, and the third was getting hypnotized. You know, for the last 7 years of my life, I was incarcerated. And I began this class at a transitional point in my life where I was trying to where I was searching for my identity for myself, as a father and as a student. And I spent a number of years closed off and unwilling to open myself up to new experiences, new people. And throughout this course, I began breaking down those walls, and learning to trust in myself and in this process. And quoted by Daphne Rose Kingman, if you want to get through this crisis, you would have to do something different. And that's exactly what I did different by going to the state board's meeting, where actually they made laws, for me coming from prison, and coming to here, it was like a really big step out of my environment. And I had a apprehension leading up to this event because I was thinking maybe I wouldn't be able to understand everything that was going on or grasp that meaning. But quoted from Eleanor Roosevelt, no one can make you feel inferior without your content. So, I embraced that moment and I had fun, So at the state board meeting, I went with Dr. Phil, I went with Kim and Jen, and it was beautiful. It was a wonderful experience. I was called on out through this event a lot. One of the representatives wanted to know why he had to pay for a haircut when he only pay full price for a haircut when he only had half a head of hair. So I took that time to ask him, was that his way of asking me for a discount, to cut his head. But the event was beautiful to me, and then it was nerve-wracking because of the state representative that was there for Christine Gregoire. She dodged all the questions. You could feel that everybody was getting upset with her because she wasn't answering their questions. She was just repeating their questions back without unanswering them. And everybody was getting pretty antsy in there. And what I got out of it was they didn't really have a reason for why they was doing this. And they didn't do no numbers or statistics or how would this affect the morale of the students or nothing. They just came in with an implement. Well, this is what we're going to do, and we're going forward with it. And everybody was like, why? There was no valid reason. So that's what I got out of that. And then, which led to me going to the rally, the student rally, and that was great. And they have something going on today where each one of you guys can sign up and write a letter to to one of the representatives. So you can go. I think it's going to be at 11 or whatever in the student center. So if you guys want to get involved, you should be involved. The protest was about education, because with the way the economy is going, there's not enough schools. There's not enough funding to go around for everybody. So you have a long waiting list. Everybody's trying to get into school. Teachers are taking on more hours. They're taking on more people in their class, and they're taking more days off when the furlough days come in. So, we got to give a round to the teachers because they're definitely stepping up and meeting the demands. And from the rally, we met at the student center. They handed each one of us a T-shirt. You got your Clover Park T-shirt. You got a lunch from the catering school here. And we was on a bus and we went there and they gave us signs. We had picket signs, so we went to the Capitol, and it's like 30 different schools there representing. Everybody had their own T-shirts, and it was just we walked in through the gate. We was in the foyer of the hall, and it was just electric. If you was there to feel that excitement about people fighting for education, that we want to be heard. That our voice counts and our opinion count. So you have all these people there, and you have these groups speaking, which was really difficult to hear because the equipment was set up wrong. But before each speaker got up there, they had a chant, which we were saying, and they were saying, "Who are we?" And the crowd was screaming back, "We're the future." And they were like, "What do we want?" And we were screaming, "Education." And it's like, "When you want?" And we was like, "Now." And you could just combine, you can hear over like however, 100 or 200 people, whoever was there, you just feel everybody in one voice saying this, and it was just so much of an impact. And for me, that coming from prison, to helping people fight their own cases or trying to get appeals, to being in the legislature where they make all laws and fighting for education. And I have a clip that I would like to show you that, which I was speaking at the rally. It should play.
Is that I know most students gonna be here today, so what I'm strongly encouraging you to do is go back to your college and tell at least 2 people on something that you learned today, so we can pass the word on through our voice. Thank you. Hi, you guys know I'm Myredn, and I'm a Clover Parker. We are the future. You guys are the future. This not in here. Just like he said before me, tell somebody else, get involved. Let other people know that's not involved what's going on. So our future affects us and the next generation after us. Thank you.
That was just a small video clip, you know, what was going on, that they're closing, they said that they don't want to have the doors of education closed behind that, and they don't want no one being left behind. So it's like a continuous long, everybody, excuse me, it's like, how can I describe it? It's like a process, everybody's being put on hold because there's not enough classes to go around. So it's like a big financial hole, everybody's being pushed back. They can't, it's like there's not enough money to go around. And the third process what I would like to talk about was the getting hypnotized, which me and Joe was in there, you know. This was a transitional moment for me because it took me out of my comfort zone to try something different. And when he invited everybody to come on stage, I was like, well, I want to go, but I was nervous. You know, I didn't want to make a fool of myself or something. I was wondering about trying to be too cool or whatever, but I ended up getting hypnotized from the audience because he said that you can be hypnotized from the audience if you follow, so I went through with that. You know, and it was great experience because he told us that without us, it wouldn't have been no show because we was the show. And he gave us back a gift. You know, he gave us a gift while we were still under that. When we wake up each day, we would embrace the moment. We would feel dedicated. We would feel accomplished, like we can accomplish anything, and that nothing would be out of our bounds that we couldn't grasp. So we did that. And one of the funniest moments in the presentation of getting hypnotized was, I would say, was the snake. When he took my belt off, he had me take off my belt, and he asked me, "Is this your belt?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my belt." And he was like, "Okay, so you sure this is your belt?" And he had her whirling around. I'm like, "Yeah, this is my belt." And then he just whirled around and said, "Well, what if I was to tell you that this was a snake?" And he whirled it around, whirled the belt around, and it looked like, and to me it was a snake, and I just jumped back and ran around all the other classes. And I was like, "No." He was like, "You want your belt?" And I was like, "No, that's not my belt, that's a snake. I did not want that." It was a day. And then the other one, which was, I believe, Jen's favorite moment, was when he had us up there dancing. You know, so at the beginning he told us that this was prom, this is the last dance, the person that you're sitting to. So guys, the person that you're sitting to, you're gonna think that's a hot female, a hot sexy female. And the ladies, you're gonna think that the lady sitting next to you is a hot dude, and you're gonna ask them to dance. So when we snapped this out of our trance, I look at Joe, and Joe look at me. At first I was like, "Man, she's too tall." Too tall to be dancing with. So, you know, then we end up dancing. Then he's like, "Well, this is the last song, so you want to get up on her and smack her butt." So here me and Joe go, we're like smacking each other's butt, like boom, boom. And then he's like, "Okay, now you're really into it. It's a slow song." So now me and Joe, we're like got our hands wrapped around each other. He's like, "Now grab her butt." And so we both got our hands on our butts and just like, we were just sitting up there dancing, you know, and we didn't think nothing of it. But when he brought us out, he said that you're not the person that you just shared a moment with, literally, right? You know, he said that it's not only, but you're going to look back at it and you're going to embrace it as it was an event that you guys both shared instead of looking at it weird. And that's what I got out of this class. And I've talked to you about attending the state board's meeting in Olympia, being a part of the student protests and participating in getting hypnotized. You know, these events allow me to shake off the shackles of my past and embrace my future, you know, with hope and determination. And it's been a pleasure to know and to learn from each and every one of you here.